Namaste. My name is Kirti, and on behalf of Himalayan Yoga Association, I welcome you all to this online teacher training course. I am a teacher here at Himalayan Yoga Association, and I will be taking you through the concepts and details of the human body and yoga altogether. Let's hope you enjoy this course. Let's start.
Namaste and welcome back to the online yoga teacher training course. In this video, we are going to discuss the role of concentration every time you're sitting down to meditate. But before we go ahead and do that, I need you to concentrate on the Gayatri Mantra because we are going to chant it before the beginning of every session. So once again, completely sit straight, straighten your spine, roll your shoulders to the back, activate any mudra using your hands, and finally, after adjusting the posture as it is, let's close our eyes and surrender to the observance of the breath. Completely relax yourself, relax your senses, relax your eyes, your tongue, your throat. Just maintain the posture and allow yourself to observe the flow of breath moving in and out of your body. After a few calming breaths, gently bring your hands in front of your chest in Namaskara Sthiti, touching the heart center with the back of your thumbs. If you know the mantra, you can chant it with me. Otherwise, you can always repeat it afterwards. So, breathe in. Om Bhur Bhuva Swaha Tatsavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat. Having absorbed the vibration and effect of the mantra, let's generate some energy between our hands by rubbing our palms against each other. And finally, you can transfer this energy to your eyes by covering your eyes with your palms. Then you can massage your face, the back of your neck, and anywhere else you wish to transfer this energy to. Finally, before you open your eyes, I request you all to please fold your palms, bow down to your fingertips and surrender to the universal truth, and very gently with a few blinks, come back to the real world. Alright, so what is the role of concentration anytime you're sitting down to meditate? Concentration or the intent to focus is the state which comes before you reach the stage of dhyan. Dhyan being the 7th stage of the 8 limbs of yoga. 6th stage, right before the stage of meditation, is concentration or dharana. Now, if you remember the state of meditation, then it requires you to concentrate on one point for a limited or a lengthened amount of time. And this whole effort, this whole thing, this whole trick that you're doing to bring your mind to focus needs to be effortless in a certain way. But concentration requires efforts. Of course, without concentration, nothing in this world will be possible. Every task requires a certain level of concentration to be accomplished. Similarly, meditation, one of the difficult things for the mind to do, which requires indefinite and consistent concentration in order for you to actually reach that stage of meditation. Realize this, without concentration, nothing is possible, of course. On the other hand, you may have come across people who complain that they are not able to meditate. you must be one yourself. Everyone is at the beginning, because the mind is an instrument which is by default present to create more thoughts. It is the work of the mind to create more thoughts, and it is the work of yoga to control the mind. At the end of the day, you must have heard that human beings, at the best, they are able to utilize about 10 to 20%, 5, 10, 20% of the potential of the brain itself. That is because the mind's ability to control and to create random thoughts limits its own potential by limiting the potential of this physical body. Please remember that this body only functions according to the instructions of the brain or the chitta, which is the mind itself. Now, what is the role of concentration when it comes down to meditation? Well, first of all, if you're sitting down to meditate, and you're not able to concentrate, or you are not concentrating intentionally, then you cannot reach that stage of meditation, simply because you will not be able to focus on one point. Even in an idle state, the mind keeps on working and it keeps on creating these thoughts. Eventually, depending on the nature of these thoughts are going to create more emotions, whether it's feeling secure, whether it's feeling happy, whether it's anger, whether it's depression, whether it's sadness. One way or the other, the mind likes to stay engaged. But with the help of yoga and meditation, you are engaging the mind according to your intention and not according to how the mind wants to behave. The mind is a unique entity in itself. It likes to occupy presence by controlling the body in itself. The mind, if you let it loose, then it will create a complete jungle around you. But if you control the mind, then you can create a garden of flowers with it. Granted, you're able to take control of the mind. So with the help of concentration, you can limit the potential of wasting your own time whenever you're trying to meditate. Imagine this, you sat down to meditate, you are doing everything right, but you are not doing anything to get rid of the thoughts in the brain. Now, people will argue that, you are trying to meditate so you can calm your mind and allow it to, not create as many thoughts as it does. But that will not obviously happen straight away. Slowly by slowly, just how practice makes everyone perfect, slowly by slowly, everything takes time to get better. Similarly, your mind, which has been designed to do a thing, create thoughts a certain way for a long amount of time, whatever amount of time you spend to life, you are retraining your mind to not create these thoughts now. It will definitely take time to reverse the whole process that it has endured so far. And that is why people should stick to meditating even if they are not able to meditate. But where people generally go wrong is that they flow with the thoughts that come to your head eventually anytime you're trying to meditate. See, when the mind will automatically always create thoughts, it still would right now while you're listening to me. It is your call, it is your decision, it is your intent to not give in to these thoughts. One thought will allow more thoughts to come in, and eventually it will become various chains in your mind, different levels of chains of thoughts in your head, which will not help you relax, which will not help you stay still, which will not help the mind to not create any more thoughts. Instead, it will keep on multiplying these thoughts. And if you end up focusing on these thoughts which are randomly created whenever you're trying to meditate, then where are you concentrating in the first place? That is why concentration is actually needed to accomplish anything and everything in this world. You need to concentrate on something. It could be anything. It could be the sensations of your body. It could be the sound that you're hearing from the outside. It could be the sound of your breath. It could be the feeling of breathing. There needs to be one point which needs to be concentrated upon in order for you to not daydream while you're sitting down and meditate. It is possible that you can be meditating for 30 minutes, but you've only meditated for like 5 minutes out of those 30 minutes. And the rest of the 25 minutes, you've only spent daydreaming if you haven't tried to get rid of these thoughts. Initially, of course, the mind will make it difficult for you to concentrate by creating more and more thoughts. But how can you limit this and how can you undo this whole effect is by, instead of giving in to those thoughts, you just acknowledge them and let them go. Let them go out, throw them out of your mind completely so that you do not have to worry about more chain of thoughts coming from this one single root of thought in itself. Eliminate the thought the moment it comes in. Eventually, you'll see that the mind has stopped creating thoughts. And when you are able to concentrate on that fixed object of focus, whichever you have set, you will eventually reach the stage of meditation. Also, these thoughts, they are not just awakening different emotions inside of you, they're not just wasting your time, and they're not just limiting the potential of the brain, they are also not helping you take your meditation or your yogic journey to the next level. Remember, dharana comes before meditation for a purpose. Meditation can only happen if you're able to accomplish the sixth stage of the 8 limbs of yoga, which is dharana. After you're able to concentrate on one point, will your mind slip into the stage of meditation, which is a beautiful thing to experience in itself. So, anytime you think that you're not able to concentrate on a certain object, please don't give in. Please keep trying, because it is the abuse that the mind has endured so far, which is reflecting in the current state of events anytime he's trying to meditate. So don't give in, don't give up, don't ignore, just acknowledge and get rid. Throw these thoughts out of your head and keep trying to focus or concentrate on that object of your meditation. I hope you found this video informative. I obviously hope that you do reach higher levels of concentration and meditation with your own yoga practice. Remember that yoga is something which will help you grow better by only practicing. So keeping that faith in your own practice and keeping that faith in yoga, please don't give up on anything, especially meditation. I hope you found this video great. I will see you again next time. Until then, thank you and namaste.